think they said they were a teacher. Do you know what I mean? Like, so they're putting family, like, so in honesty, I'm not sitting here saying I agree with doxing in any shape or form, but you can't sit there, get upset when it's done to you when you're doing it to other people. And I do agree. It's not the child's fault, and I don't think anyone should put children at risk in any shape or form. I will agree with that, but I think at this point I see it as both parties are as bad as each other. Have an argument.
It's still the child's home.
Huh?
It's still the child's home.
No, I'm not. No, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not denying that. This is a kid's home. It needs to be kept off of that. But I just think people just need to stop mentioning people's kids. People need to stop, like, just have an argument on the internet between you two. Do you know what I mean? Like, because at the end of the day, this is a big lesson for everyone, right? There's too many people on this app that sit behind a screen and act hard. And I'm not saying that should spill onto off live. I'm not saying that. I'll never agree with that. I don't agree with doxing. I don't agree with children being at risk. Like, only last week, Angie's fucking speaking about doxing me, and I've got a child. Do you know what I mean? But no one's talking about that. Do you know what I mean? But, like, this is what I mean. Like, if we just keep our opinions on the app, have your issues between each other, just leave kids out of it, leave family members out of it.
100%. This is the thing, like, yes, DHB, I don't agree with anything he's done. He's vile. Yeah. But I still know there's a 10-year-old child there.
Yeah, no, I know. But,
like, it's crazy to me. And I also know that them people, they look young in the video, yeah? Mm-hmm. They're now going to get a criminal record. Like, that affects them for their whole life.
Yeah, but that is their choice, to be fair. No,
I know it's their choice, but younger people are easily influenced. Like, let's not squirm around that one. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, young people are easily influenced. They see what they think is a big time gangster online, and they're like, oh yeah, like, we're gonna get in with him if we do this. So they go and do it, but now they're gonna have the repercussions of it.
Yeah.
And it's wild. It's wild.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I just think it's bad on both sides. I just think we all need to... Oh, sorry. Let me just... sorry, I see there's people in the boxes.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, right. Listen, everyone coming at Sam in the comments there, right? It's awful what he's done. It's awful what he's done. Is no one taking into consideration DHB's put his Sam's son at risk and his mum by doxing their addresses?
That's what we just said. We just spoke about that.
Yeah, I understand that. But, like, people in the comments aren't getting it. It's awful what Sam's done. It's awful what anyone's done to go to anyone's house. But Sam made sure that as many people like that he was speaking to on the app didn't cause any harm towards a wife, kids, or personal harm towards.
None of us know that.
Said that on his personal on his profile.
Yeah, but none of us know that for sure. No one knows. Not even Sam knows, because Sam wasn't there. No one knows for definitive proof that child and that kid was not there. No one knows that.
What I'm saying is Sam took all precautions he possibly could.
But you don't know that.
I do.
This is what I'm saying. I'm not defending anybody, but you, unless you were physically around when Sam planned this, unless you were physically there when this was carried out, you don't know that. None of us do. Okay? That is speculation. It's not fact.
Chelsea, what I'm trying to say, right, is Sam mentioned on the public platform, right, that he would not want any harm to come to the child or wife, right? He said this. Now, if the minions that have done it, right, has not listened to Sam, that's on them. It's not technically on Sam.
But Sam has given them the information to go and do that, so Sam is part of it as well. You can't say that Sam isn't a participant in the situation when he's the one that asked.
Tell you what, if someone on this platform come at my child and told people on the like 7,000 people on the platform where my child was going to be, I'd be doing exactly the same thing.
I would not put another child at risk.
Listen, morals go out the story when someone comes at your child.
I have morals and I would go mental too, but I'm telling you now, I wouldn't put another child at risk.
So, Mr. Allotment, you know Delulu, Angie, right?
Yeah.
Only last week, because I was showing clips of her being racist towards AR, she's talking about trying to find out my information, and I have a child.
I don't agree with all this doctrine of the address. I personally believe, and I've said all along, right, you come off this app, it's left on the app.
Yeah.
All these people are coming at each other constantly. Like I said to you in the box the other week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I called you a snowflake, I was having a bit of banter, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, nothing should be taken personal on this app. But all these lives, especially yours, Courtney, where it's FYP this and FYP that, right? None of your FYPs or anyone else's FYPs cover any positive side of TikTok. It's all about negativity and drama, right? You're all enablers, the same with Angie, Courtney, everyone, right, that runs an FYP about drama is all an enabler. You're all an enabler in this to all happen. Because Sam will say something, DHB will say something, you'll all hold live, you'll all stay at this pot with your big wooden spoons, right? And then shit like this happens.
I mean, to be fair, I do actually show animal videos as well. Like, I do show funny, positive stuff. I know that Alex does.
I've been on your FYP a couple of times now, and all I've seen is drama.
I mean, that's generally because, do you know what? That's when my...
All these FYPs are enabling.
But it's not the... It's like, I don't want to hear the blaming of FYPs, right? DHB should have never said what he said. He should never have done what he's done. He's a horrific man. No one should be turning up to a child to wear a child's dresses, whether you like it or not. It don't matter what beef you've got. That's not that child's problem to have trauma for the rest of their life. No one should be doxing Sam's situation. No one should be doxing his mum. No one should be doxing his kid.
I understand that, Chelsea, but did Sam not give DHB like a nearly full week's warning to get his child and his missus out of the house because it was going to happen, right? Or
it's the child's house.
Jump on a fucking plane, cancel it out, and jump on a plane and come and meet him man to man. He offered that. He offered to pay for the flight.
There is no excuse. There is no excuse for ruining a child's safe place. There is no excuse. None whatsoever. None. People need to get that out of their mind. I don't care what their parents have done. Take out on the parents. Follow the parents away from the home. Do not make a child's safe place feel unsafe. There is no excuse.
Right, guys, guys. No, everyone, please calm. Because there's no point at all of us then arguing and getting angry with each other and things like that.
Yeah, but Courtney, I'm sick of hearing it. I'm sick of people trying to excuse destroying a child's safe place. I don't give a fuck about DHB. He's an arsehole. I don't give a fuck about anybody apart from that child. You've destroyed that child's safe place.
Throw stones. It's as simple as they shouldn't throw stones. What I'm saying,
people stop excusing it. I'm going to keep talking over people every time they excuse.
No, Charles,
talk over
people. Enjoy. See you later.
Goodbye,
Mr. Allotment. The thing is, I've got to let other people speak, Charles. I know what you're saying, and I know that because the thing is, I feel the same as someone who has been in a situation where I have cameras because I have anxiety and I fear my house. I don't feel like my houses are always a safe haven because of my experiences as a child. I 100% get you exactly where you're coming from. Right, guys, sorry. Top Girl's gone live, and I did say everyone to, like, when Top Girl goes live, to get everyone to go over to Top Girl. This was a bit of a waiting room. So I'm sure Top Girl's going to be speaking on everything and things like that. So if everyone goes over to Top Girl and, yeah. Are you okay, Chelsea?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Courtney, I'm just sick of hearing it. Like, I will sit here and say DHB is a bad man. I will sit here and say him doxing Sam is a bad thing. But I'm also not going to sit here and say that, he deserved, that child deserved to have their safe place completely ruined, right? I'm not going to sit here and do that. Why am I going to do that? His child's 10 years old.
DHB deserves the karma. I agree with that. DHB in a way does deserve the karma, but the child and the mom doesn't. Yeah.
I just don't, I'm sick of hearing it. Like, he deserved it. No one's saying he didn't deserve it, but people are defending an innocent child.
Yeah.
And that is okay. And I will defend innocent children till the day I die.
Yeah. But anyway, I'll guys, thanks for everyone that's popped in. Thanks for everyone with the heart me's and everything. But we'll go over to Top Girls and see what she's saying. Let's have some tea with Top Girl.
Goodbye, dear.
Right, bye, Charles. I'll speak to you soon. Right, bye, everyone.
Through with what he says. So that would have made me go, do you know what? I'm fucking not going to get involved. I've got my daughter. I don't think it's right what Daryl's done at all, and I don't think it's fair at all whatsoever. It's totally whatever the word, big word is, that it's happened to him. It's not right. You shouldn't go to someone's house. But if you're going to fuck in them circles and you're going to fucking live by the sword, you end up dying by the sword.
I do. Listen, I'm not backing any
Caris,
of Daryl's actions.
can we just hear from Caris because she was trying to talk? Hold on, go on, Caris.
I just had to look. It does look like it is slightly bigger than what is coming up on my Ring doorbell, but it's zoomed in a little bit, so it's hard to tell. But I put it in on WhatsApp. But I'll be honest, I wouldn't touch a child's house or anything. But I can't say I wouldn't have a massive reaction if someone said, I idolise the child, especially when that person has got a record for, I think it's like pornographic images of children. I think if I was possibly sort of told that I was that person to thousands of people, I think I'd have had a reaction, but I wouldn't have touched a house where a child is, if that makes sense. But if he knew that child was out for a fact, I would want to have seen that by my own eyes, and I would have done that action myself. I wouldn't have paid little kids to do it, so I don't know.
I do agree with all of you. Literally, I'm not backing Daryl. And do you know what? When you said, Papa Bear, when you said you feel sorry for Daryl, I don't feel sorry for any adult. I feel sorry for that child. That's a child's home. I'm not interested in the fact that he's running his mouth. Cool, do what you want to him. But this is a child's house.
Yeah, I don't think she could turn anyone's house. But like someone just said, where was it? I forgot, I've lost the comment. I just saved that then as well. Oh, that he only goes for begs and stuff. Listen, he wasn't going for a beg when we were raising money for a little boy with arms. That wasn't us begging. That was getting a little boy arms. And with the abuse that we suffered from that was fucking horrific. So, and still, even after all that, I would not turn around and say that he deserved it. He doesn't deserve. No one deserves to have the house attacked, especially, like, say, when there's a child living there. However, if you as a parent have got a duty of care, end of. If someone threatens me and my family home, I get on the phone and I say, right, do you know what? This has gone too far. Men need to stop acting like they're all fucking the hardest, because there's always someone big around the corner. And sometimes it's easier to stand down, be the bigger man, and stand down and go, do you know what? I don't think I want you to threaten my house. I think I'll just shut my mouth on this one. And everyone goes on this app saying, oh, why is everyone scared of Sam? It's not that they're scared of Sam, they're scared of the repercussions that Sam is capable of, and the same as anybody is capable of. If you are within them circles and you are not bothered because you are not going to feel the wrath of the police, or you're not bothered about going to jail, there's no point in arguing with someone that's got nothing to lose. So with that being said, if Sam came to me and said, Papa Blaze, shut your fucking mouth or your windows will be next, I'd be like, I'm going to bite my tongue here. And then if someone spoke to me about it, I'd be like, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. I'm not having my windows done. Because what do I achieve by keep going on, keep digging, and then getting attacked in my house? There's no point. There's no point in getting a kid with an hungry lion, is there? Let's be honest.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm really not, okay? I'm not disagreeing with any of it. I'm not saying DHB didn't bring stuff on himself, but the fact that we're target, and that's why I keep saying, and it's not that I agree with violence or anything like that, but do his cars, slash his tyres, brick his windows in his cars.
So you do his car? So you do his car and that doesn't affect his daughter, even though she's got diabetes and could need a hospital? As
such, yeah, but they've got two cars. So, you kind of sit there going, she's not got to live in fear in her own home.
I'm sure if my car got smashed up on my drive, my son would still be like, oh my God, I'm scared.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that, because again, yes, you would be scared, but right now, this is actually her house, her safe space. Like, I'm not saying he didn't deserve it. I'm not saying any of that. Like, I just feel this is just mental, and because Sam is this person, you can't go for him, and you can't, because then he says, and then you get all of his. I don't know. I just think this app has slightly tipped over.
But still, well, it's not. This is nothing new. I had my wife's fucking primary school address got leaked online.
Yeah.
My wife's headmaster got a letter saying that she was married. That she, who worked at a primary school, was married to a fucking convicted paedophile, being me.
Which again,
this is nothing new. None of this is new.
I just don't get it. I don't understand all of this.
You've got to remember as well. So Ben's going to have this opinion as well because it was DHB who targeted him.
Yeah.
But I still don't think it's fair that this has happened to Daryl. I think Daryl's been stupid. And you're right, Daryl has been threatening people's addresses for years. But still, he's never gone through with attacking someone's home. But there's going to be probably, I don't know, 50, 60, 70, 80,000 people that are going to be against Daryl. There's going to be 50, 60, 70,000 people that are for Daryl. It's always going to be a 50-50. No one's ever going to come. It's just fucking ridiculous. No, it should never have got that far. But when whether it's Sam, whether it's somebody else, it doesn't matter who it is. If you know that somebody is capable of doing something, you don't poke them. It's not that people are scared. Everyone keeps saying real men would knock on your door. Do any of you lot watch fucking crime documentaries? Ever? Because they don't knock on your door at all. Go and have a look at the recent fucking shootings in Manchester and Liverpool where they've been shot on their doorstep. They've gone through the fucking house. Honestly, you lot that think fucking that live in this fucking pretend world that crime doesn't exist outside people's doors, you fucking bonkers. You've been fucking wrapped up in cotton wool. I've lived on estates where it's kicked off with fucking weapons.
Paul Massey was unalived on his doorstep. On his doorstep. So, and people will go to your house, which doesn't make it right. But I'm just saying, from this app, do you think it's right that it's getting filtered? Like, should we keep it on the app, or is it justified to take it off the app?
I just think if you can't... Sorry, let me just finish up this one. Sorry, Mark. If you can't sort it like men, this is an app. Just walk away. There's no one winning. Listen, Sam's not won and Daryl's not won. There's a lot of people that think what Sam's done's bad, and there's a lot of people that think what Daryl's done's bad. So no one's won. There's some for and some against on both sides. So who wins in the end of it? None of them. All it shows is that Sam will do what he fucking threatens. So don't poke him anymore.
And you are right. You are. And thanks for letting me up. I just want people to understand it's a child's home. I don't really care about the rest of it because DHB does run his mouth far, 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 far too much. But we've now targeted a child's home, and we don't know how scared that child is now.
Guys, we haven't. It was Sam Walker. Sorry. When I say that, sorry, I'm exactly that. But I think people just need to stop praising Sam for it.
Thanks everyone for the hand.
Yeah.
Millsy, I agree. His daughter's not well, but neither were Luke. Neither were Luke when his family got hounded by Daryl. Luke's little family got hounded and hounded and hounded by Daryl. Okay, there was no threat to his home.
So, go on, Mark. What did you want to say?
Sorry, Top Girl. I'm getting really frustrated here, but this is something that's really close to me, and it's really, really pissing me off now. So I don't get annoyed, but I remember I spoke to you the other day when I came off the app for a day or so, just to give myself a break because of what happened. Basically, when I was younger, I've got two brothers, and
Thanks.
My dad had an issue with a person like Sam Walker, and I can tell you how much it escalates, okay? I was 4 years old when our house got petrol bead. A brick's coming through the window just missed my middle brother's head. My oldest brother seen it all. My oldest brother ended up being a drug addict because of it. We still live with this every day.
Wow.
When you're 4 years old and you're coming home from primary school and you ask where your mum is, and your mum's in the local police station because she's been beaten black and blue by a drug addict that's been paid to do that because someone doesn't like your dad. We were eventually moved out of the area, and it was dealt with after that. But this is how bad it goes, and I just want everybody to have a reality check and realise how bad things can get and how serious it can go and how it affects children. I mean, me and my middle brother, we turned to violence ourselves because we felt like we had to protect ourselves growing up because of what happened. I had somebody when we moved to the area we are now, somebody had an issue with one of my brothers and tried to pay somebody to come to our new house to do the windows and all that. I lost the plot completely. I went to his house and I severely hurt him. I ended up almost going to jail for that. But that was the reaction because of my past, and that's no excuse. I'm not going to put any excuse on that. But I just want people to realise what happens to the children in this situation and how it can affect the children for the rest of their lives. It's not a big man thing to do. It's disgusting, and that poor child will now struggle for the rest of her life. If she's been in that house when that happened, she will struggle for the rest of her life.
Yeah,
and that's not right. DHB runs his mouth. DHB does all this. Yeah, fair enough. But you can never make sure a child's not in their own home. Why?
And you know that. Sorry, Mark, for cutting you off. I 100% agree with that because there's some people in my daughter's dad's circle that don't even know that he's a father because he doesn't want to put his kids at risk, because if you've got a problem with one person, they will, like, people, in the real life, they don't care if you've got kids and stuff.
Yeah. We've moved house, right? So when we've been moving, every house we've moved to, my dad sealed the letterbox because that's where the P-bomb came through, the letterbox. So we've lived in every single house with the letterbox being sealed up to stop anything like that happening. It stays with you mentally.
Yeah.
And that's why I came off the other day for a break, and I was messaged you to let you know I spoke to you, and I just want people to realise how bad this can get. It's not even fun being online and condoning this behaviour. It's not a big thing, and these adults that are online condoning it are going to end up raising the next Sam Walkers because they don't see the wrong in that action. They're going to raise their kids to end up doing something silly like this, and then their kids end up in jail. I
think that's the biggest problem, isn't it, Mark? That there is people condoning it, and even, like I say, everything that me and Daryl sorted our differences, but I wouldn't condone this at all. It's horrific.
Not at all.
Like you now, knowing and you've lived through it, you wouldn't openly go and antagonise a situation knowing what threats can lead to. You'd be like, this ain't worth the fucking fight.
But that's what
you've got to learn, isn't it?
That's why I came off, and Top Girl knows this, because whatever happened the other day, and people had to go at me, and then I seen a recording of Sam Walker talking about me and mocking me, but instead of going at him, I came off the app because I know what he would do, and I know what the consequences that was, so I came off and didn't reply to him. And this is what you have to do. But I can look after myself. If it was just me, but I live with my mum now. I care for my mum all the time because my dad passed away, and I would never bring that to her door. I would never bring that to her door. If it was me, I would have went back at him and said, "Look, this is what's going to escalate. This is horrible." But he can sit and take the mick out of people like me. I don't care, but I know that if it was, if I was in that situation, I would go to the person myself. I wouldn't be sending kids. I wouldn't be doing anything like that. I'd deal with it like a proper man. I wouldn't be hiding in another country. And this is the thing. And it just really baffles me nowadays what goes on. I don't know. I don't get it, and it really, really upsets me to see that there's now a child's home being attacked, and it's an axe through the door. My dad used to sleep with a weapon by the side of his bed, waiting for something to happen. We used to go to bed at night and we had to wait for something to happen. Me and my two brothers had to share a room. We had to be in the same room together for protection, so they knew where we were at all times.
Yeah.
But I'm going to drop down now because it hits home far too close.
I think it's good that we heard that though, Mark. Because
Fiona, what has that got to do with anything? He's life experiences. He doesn't need to tell you what the reason was. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's not go into people's personal details. I still sleep with weapons because of my ex. This is what I mean. We love Mark around here.
It's crazy though, isn't it, when you hear about that and actually get like perspective on it.
Hello.
Hiya.
Hi, Chelsea.
I went a bit Pete Tong earlier. I'm just sick of. I'll be honest with you. I'm sick of hearing people defending the actions of anybody, and I'm not even just talking about Sam. Of anybody that's going to put a child's safety or a child's safe place at risk. I'm just sick of hearing it. Honestly, I'm the same as Mark. I was in a situation, I had to be moved to safe housing, and no, it wasn't DV situation or anything like that before people speculate, but I'm not going to say about it all over this app. When I had to try and take my child home, right, after this shit had happened, my child was crying and did not want to go in the door of her own home.
That's mad, that.
Do you know what I'm saying? It took me 3 weeks. 3 weeks for my daughter to stop crying, who couldn't properly communicate at that point. Crying was one of the main ways she could communicate. Are you crazy?
He's putting his kid in danger. Why didn't he stop? But this is what I mean. But they both have done wrong. So Sam Walker was going for him.
They both have.
But DHB, like what I found out today, he's been doing this for years. He even put up DG's child.
Yeah.
This is what I mean, though. Like, who in their right mind when someone's putting out the videos that he's putting out,
yeah,
and saying stuff about you as a person that is completely untrue? How would you possibly react? Because I know I'd be banging on doors. Obviously, I wouldn't do it while the child is present. But if I know they've gone out, like Sam seems to claim, I'm not saying Sam is correct in any of it. But you know what I mean? How would people actually really react? Because I know I.
Sorry, Karis. I've got to add to that, right? So on the, and bearing in mind, it's screenshots, so I don't know. But on the screenshots, it shows DHB leaving the address. So why not follow him? Why attack the home?
But why would he, knowing that Sam has made the threats that he has? Why would he leave them at home?
No, but he had on the screenshots. He was explaining, "This is my camera, and I'm showing you that I left the house." And you can see him get in his car. He had left the house. His missus had gone back into the house. So at that point, why not follow him?
Chelsea, is this a new video? Because yesterday the video I put up,
gone back in between, picked them up, and gone out again. Like. Do you know what I mean? Or they could have gone out in between those screenshots. Like, I don't really think it particularly proves anything. There's gaps in it. Do you know what I mean? I don't think that's like...
The thing is, everyone says that it's everything on this app is always edited. Everyone goes, edited to suit a narrative. There's no saying it is edited. But as he put another video out, because the one he put out yesterday has screenshots of saying, that's my car, that's my missus' car, that's my missus coming in. That means nothing in my opinion. And for that, what I mean is, I've got a car and a van. Now, if I'm going up to Tesco, I'm going to take Vicky's car, but it'll leave my van on drive, so I could easily say, look, my van's on... I've gone, my wife was home or whatever, and I can make it look the opposite of what it is, but the truth is, no one knows. It's just wrong. Don't attack you shouldn't attack someone's house, 100%, but don't antagonise someone that you know will attack your house either. It's on both sides. It's silliness.
No, I agree.
I just hope his daughter's all right, to be fair.
Yeah, that's all I care about. That's all I care about is an innocent kid that's been dragged in a situation that might be traumatised now for the rest of their life.
When is too far though? That's what
this is too far, isn't it?
Yeah.
But on the flip side of that, you can't say do all this and then say my child's at home, because you still got to look and go, I affected the situation. I put my children and my family in this situation by continuing. So the blame doesn't solely lie. If I'm driving at 100 miles an hour and crash and kill my car, who's to blame? The car that pulled out on me or me? Me for speeding. The car might have pulled out on me.
I'm going to say
it's still my fault.
I totally agree with you that he is DHB is a part of the situation. He should never have antagonised. He should never have said the things he said. But I'm going to be real with you. In the eyes of the law, DHB has done fuck all wrong.
Oh, 100%. Well, he has.
Yeah, technically, yes. Like,
in the eyes of the law, he's called someone a paedophile that's not a paedophile, so that's inciting hate. And he's put, and he's also, but you can still get done for it. And he's also put up, put up an image saying that somebody's one of the James Bulger killers, which again would be against the law. But It's just not right. DHB's house shouldn't have been attacked, but then I'm not sticking up for Sam. I'm not defending Sam. I'm not defending DHB. Just don't get involved with fucking people that have got a tendency to fucking follow through with what the threats they're going to give. Just cop it out. And this is why I said, this is the point. This is the reason that the viewers are to blame, because for the last 4 years, a lot of viewers have backed Daryl in his abuse towards everybody, and it gives you a false sense of security, thinking, well, I've done this for 5 years and no one's once knocked on my door. Now all of a sudden someone's knocked at your door. Maybe a phone call should be done. Them two can sort it out behind closed doors and say, like Corey and Sam did, didn't they? They put an end to it by talking afterwards. Daryl can do the same, because there's no point in letting it escalate, because if it escalates, where then does it end? It's just not worth it.
I think that's what it is. Like, your family's life is not bigger than your ego. So speak to him off the app and see if you can dead the situation, because now DHB is not just affecting himself, he's affecting his child, his wife. I don't know when it's going to end. Frankie, did you want to say something?
Yeah, Matt, I just jumped up, because obviously I've done a video yesterday. And obviously, I'm not condoning none of it. What I'm saying is, if your man's going to sit online, dox Sam's child's route to the gym, which could, even if my man doesn't want to attack him, someone else could. Like, it's just both of them are in the wrong, really. But I ain't condoning shit, but in the world I live in, if you're going to chat shit and go to someone and say, come to my house, and when they come to your house, you then play the victim, it's not the way forward, is it?
So would you go to a house where a wife and child is?
No, I wouldn't know, but I was saying, if someone was saying, come to my house and running me all over the net and then putting my children up, putting my own family in risk, putting my 70-year-old mum up, yeah, I probably would go to the house, yeah. None of us actually know whether his kids were there, and if there was, then obviously Sam paid someone from a different country to do it. You know what I mean? It probably wasn't calculated properly, but...
I'm going to tell... if what was seen on that picture, and I say if what was seen on that camera, that screenshot, then they looked young.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
Their lives are ruined.
But Top Girl, what would you do if someone put your daughter up now when the route she goes to school and says they're going to cause harm to her? What are you going to do? What would your fella do?
He'd sort it out himself.
Can I just say, Dolly Daydream, you're saying that weird people are condoning it, but you condoned it when he did it to Corey because you were best mates with him then. So don't start talking shit. Now you've fallen out with him.
I don't condone I'll say what Mia's dad or anyone would do. They wouldn't go to a house, they would meet him outside.
Yeah,
and try and sort it out as men.
He's saying, come to my house, you know what I mean? Like you just said, yeah, sort it out as men. If it was me, first of all, I would never put my missus in that predicament. Second of all, my missus would tell me to get a fucking grip and say, why are you bringing people to our house? Get the fuck out of the house. And thirdly, if I was saying, come to my house, and then they came, what can I say about it?
Frankie, can I put a different scenario towards you, right? If you knew that address had been leaked, yeah? If you knew your address had been leaked where your wife and child was,
yeah, put her in the car.
Would you not be scared then to leave your wife and child?
Of course I would, yeah. Put Amy in the car and just send straight to her mum's, and I'd sit at the end of my road waiting for any suspicious...
But then her mum's house is at risk. Do you see my point? It just shouldn't happen, because even in other scenarios, if you sent her to your mum's house and someone was following you, like Sam claimed he had someone watching the house, that's another address then that's been leaked. And then you send her somewhere else, that's another address that's been leaked. That's more people that's at risk. That's potential more children at risk. This is why this whole scenario is
the scenario
wrong.
is just don't chat shit online, innit? That's it. Don't talk shit online and nothing's going to happen to you. It's as simple as that.
They're both as bad though, because Sam goes on live and chats.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with you, Top Girl. I weren't going to come up, mate, but you seem to be going, like, you seem to be understanding. I know you don't agree with it, but you're like, okay, your man's talk shit. Your man, if I was sitting here now and you was in the box and I was going, yeah, fuck you, Top Girl, come to my house, you couldn't do fuck all. Then my next video was leaking where your daughter walks to school. Then I'd go live again saying, you ain't going to do fuck all, mate. And then you come to someone come to my house. I can't
Frankie, come to my house. Turn up to my house, Frankie. Come on.
Yeah.
I'll make you a brew.
That's what I'm saying.
You a curry. Come on.
I weren't going to call it, Top Girl, but I heard you understanding from both sides again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do understand it, because I know if anything happened to my kids, like, me and Dad would protect his kids with life. Do you know what I mean?
My point is, certain people must be from different parts of the world, mate, because this shit happens
Where
daily.
do you live, Frankie? Frankie, where do you live?
Birmingham.
Birmingham, yeah, I thought so, yeah. See, like, where I'm from, Top Girl, you know roughly my local area, as in Accrington. You're probably the same in Manchester. You're probably the same down in Birmingham. Some people have never seen the scary side of life. I've witnessed it all firsthand, and I know people in my life that would be there for me if I needed them to fucking do me a job. But then I know that I'd owe them a fucking favour. So you just don't get involved. You just go, this is not my life. I'll deal with whatever it is and the consequences. But I'm not going to involve the people that I know could really sort this out because you owe them a favour. And there's people that you know, right, I'm not going to get involved with them because once I'm in there, I'm stuck in there. People don't fucking not know unless you've been in and around it or you know these really bad criminal gangs.
Yeah, people are saying, like,
you know what I mean? It's crazy.
Houses where there's kids. Yes, I agree with that 100%. But it's the responsibility of the parent or the family fucking protector to say, yo, hang on a minute. I'm not going to say come to my yard. You'll meet me at so and so. If you really don't like someone, meet them somewhere. Don't say come to my house because that's it's up to you to protect where you live.
Yeah.
Like he's bringing it like honestly, guys, if this was the other way around and he leaked Sam's fucking child route to the boxing gym and something happened to that kid, we'd all be saying different things.
I would say the same thing because I just don't agree.
But to be fair, also, if you're getting yourself, say if you're like dealing, you'll have the police come through your door no matter what, and you can have children in there. And I've seen that like scenario. So like that is traumatic for kids, but you bring that on yourself when you get into that line of work. So do you know what I mean? He's brought this on himself.
Yeah, I get that. Like, I'm not condoning it in any way, shape, or form.
I'm not condoning it.
Comments on my shit saying, "Oh, you agree with this?" No, I don't. What I'm saying is, me personally would not sit here knowing I've got Amy here going, "Papa Blaze, fuck you, come to my house and come to my fucking and still stay in my house like I'm protected." It's not the way forward. I'd say, listen, I don't like you, bro. Fuck that. I'll meet you at fucking Birmingham Central Park. You know what I mean? I don't think there is even a Central Park in Birmingham, but I'd say I'll meet you now, and then we'll see who's the man to turn up. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say come on, mate, and then I definitely wouldn't leave my house and leave Amy in my house where I told people to come. You know what I'm saying?
That's for me. Like for me, why I've got so upset about this situation is because of the children, the child, or even Sam's child. Like it's wrong. Like stop.
I'm just looking at the comments. But so apparently, Sam put his address. So again, it's tit for tat. You're doing what he's done one thing. So DHB done one thing. He's done one thing. It's like you're grown fucking adults. If you're that much of big men, meet each other and talk about it. And you know what? If they met face to face or spoke on the phone, this probably could have been deaded. Yeah. But because they don't, their egos are too big. They don't want to do that. They're gonna one up each other all the time.
Yep.
It's just fucking mad. Honestly, it is mad. Take it on the street like real men do. But real men sometimes do fucking pay people because I'll sit here now if I would pay somebody to do it.
It's what people do. Your man's in another country. Now, if I was in another country and I wanted to hurt someone in England, I was so fucking angry with that person. But I knew I had a connection in England. I could send 500 quid. I'd do it. I'm not knocking no one. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, like I am. But I just feel like where I'm from, this shit happens daily, man. Like there's windows, cars blowing up on people's drives. You just don't. If you don't want that to happen, don't run your mouth. It's as simple as.
Exactly, Stacey. The thing is, though, like he's one of them men who says he's got reach in the UK, but no, you're advertising it, and kids these days they are chasing money. So if they're gonna get paid to just smash someone's windows, they'll do it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and then it's them that has the repercussions of that for the rest of their life.
And he's sat in sunny Spain, begging on TikTok like everyone else. And I did hear that apparently one of the kids didn't have gloves on and like touched something. So that kid's life is potentially fucked now.
Yeah,
because they are going around and collecting.
Yeah, but they are only. I don't condone it, but like you said, they're not thinking they're going to get done for criminal damage. Like
He's got kids, isn't he?
They're not
Yeah,
going
but it's still a criminal record. Do you know what I mean? Like, we don't, none of us know.
Saying, man, we must be from different sides of the world, mate.
Do you think that these people that have gone and done this job, though, right, was this Sunday at church going, oh, holy Lord, we're so fucking hot? Well, they're already involved in fucking nonsense.
Yeah,
these weren't good children to start with, otherwise you won't pick up a fucking axe and go through someone's door. They're already in a downward spiral or from a shit situation or in life. They didn't just fucking go to church and find two good lads.
100%, but the thing is, I did work at youth centres, so my thought process is, yeah, okay, they might have done bad things, but I wouldn't want to encourage them to do more bad things. I would want them to, stop doing that and go on the right path. This is just encouraging them to do more bad things. Like, you shouldn't want to encourage young children, young teens or young adults to do that. We should be encouraging them to go on the right path in life.
I totally agree with you on that, Chelsea. Absolutely agree with you. But then you could put that into any circumstance in life and say, well, benefits make people not want to go to work. Let's take away the benefit. It's never good. There's always going to be people that are good. There's always going to be people that are bad. There's always going to be people that never get in trouble. There's always going to be people that get in trouble. And unfortunately, that's the life we live. We all choose to live our life a certain way. And just because you've been brought up in shit situations doesn't mean you've got to choose that lifestyle. But unfortunately, some people can't get out of that lifestyle and they get stuck. And that's just how it is. There's good and bad in it everywhere.
Kerry, did you want to say something? Does Kerry know she's in the box?
Though, I want anyone to obviously who's going mental over it. If you were accused of what Sam was accused of, what would you be doing? Because, take away what we know this man's done and life in that poor child. He's also done many other things that are very sick, very twisted. And let's be honest, anyone with royal backbone would be going mental over it. I'm not saying it's right, but it's real, let's be clear.
I didn't know that, Caris.
Yeah, there's stuff to do with children and images and stuff like that. So it's not just purely what he's done, even though that's the worst of the worst. He's also done other things which are the worst of the worst.
I wouldn't be smashing. I think it just, everyone deals with situations differently. It doesn't mean it's right.
That's it, it's not right, but let's be honest, you're going to have a reaction.
Every action has a reaction, but it doesn't mean it's right, though. I think it's just gone too far, and I feel like they need to have a phone call with each other and see if they are able to sort things out. Button Bell?
Sometimes the best reaction is just no reaction, and I think
Yeah, morning. I think egos have got in the morning. I think egos have got involved, and they are going to try and one up each other. I don't think this is the end of it. Sorry, Button Bell, go on.
No, it's all right. I'm listening to this, right, and there's my viewpoint as an adult and knowing what's morally right, and as a mother, but where I grew up and where I'm from in London, if you ask, if it's man to man, if a man is saying, is running up their mouth about you, whether it's in the pub, the park, wherever, someone's gonna come to your house. That's just the end of it, especially with the stuff, the accusations that are flying out. And if the person has got a reputation, they're more for you. There's what's gone on, and I don't really want to get into that. What I'm saying is, in the real world, people don't care if you've got kids in your house. They don't. And people do carry weapons, and people I don't know. I just feel there are. I think Papa Blaze was saying it right. There are maybe we've walked. Some of us have walked different lives.
Sorry,
right?
it's me. I'm cooking. Sorry for the banging, guys. Go on.
Yeah, I'm just saying that I come from a working class background. There's it's not as if there's gangsters in my family or anything, but
yeah, I think
someone was belling me. How can I say this, right? It's people. I just know that people that the men around me associate with, right, they would go to jail, they wouldn't snitch, they would, if you say something about someone's family, like, you wait until it's quiet and it's died down and the person's not watching over their shoulder and then they strike. Like, I'm just saying, like, this stuff happens. The only difference is now that it's on TikTok and we talk about it, but this stuff has just been going on, like, our whole lives. Like, there's people out there that will just, did people not grow up where, like, someone would pull a knife on you if you said something about their mum? Like, do you know what it's just in certain places in the world and in London and in the UK, like, you can't prod the bear and expect them not to react. You just can't.
I will say, like, people that I know wouldn't go to children's houses unless, I don't know, but there has been, in saying that, there has been occasions.
Yeah, but Caris, you're never ever gonna get Sam at the address, are you? You're never going to get...
What I'm saying is that even with that, there's been flaws in that where they have gone to a house and there has been, like, as much as that wasn't their intention, they have gone to those houses.
Yeah, but there was that young kid.
This is the thing.
Last year, there was that young kid that got unalived because of mistaken identity. So obviously, if this underworld in this way, of course, accidents are going to happen. People are going to think people are out and they're not out, right? But what I'm saying is, when retaliation happens, people aren't checking who's in the building. It's just that the retaliation has to happen. Like, that's just the way it is. It's like I say, that young kid, he got unalived because of mistaken identity. 2 boys pulled up on him. He got thinged to death on the road and it was the wrong person. So that's tragic for everyone concerned. So, but these things, they do happen.
Yeah, I can see people saying you shouldn't be going to houses where the kids are. I get that. But your man has invited him there. So your man, as the parent and the house protector, should have protected his family, whether they were there or not. He should have said, I've caused a bit of fucking shit on the internet. It's best you get off for a bit while I sort this shit out. And his missus, second of all, should be going, what on earth are you doing? Our child's here. Stop causing shit and running your mouth on and out.
But then at the same time, I
don't think there should be any buts about it. I feel like morally, if Sam had the moral compass that probably I have, he wouldn't go to, knowing that that's a wife and children's app. He should have said, you know what, wait till I get to the UK, or when he does, or let's talk on the phone, because he did know there was a child and a wife.
Hot girl, honestly, I think that's like, honestly,
can I just, like, 1 minute,
but that's like from a movie.
I'm talking. Kelsey, do you want to? Kelsey, do you know you're in the box? So what I was saying, if he did have the same way I'm thinking, I think he should have had a phone call and see if they could have sorted it.
But can I ask you why?
Can I sorry, just 2 seconds. Can I just say though, right, everybody on this app, yeah, will turn around and say, when that stuff happened with that child on this app, everyone said it's every adult's responsibility to safeguard children. Is that not the same in this situation then? Because I'm sorry, but if that child is in that house, right, that child was at risk. So isn't it every adult's responsibility to safeguard a child? Is it just because it's not SA that it's not the same?
Kev, I never said his life is the same. This is my opinion. I didn't say it. I said if he had the same thinking as me, so he doesn't. He's going to do what he wants, and that's what we're discussing. I didn't say. I'm not. I'm not doing shit and running off to a different country. If I was doing shit, I'd fucking stay in the country that I was born in and face the consequences. He's done shit and ran to a different country. All right, Kev?
Yeah, I'd be doing it myself because do you know what I mean? I'm not going to involve teenagers. Do you know what I mean?
Will, do you want to speak?
Yeah, I think it's just fucking ridiculous the way it's all going. Like, your man D, whatever his fucking name is, right? He shouldn't have in the first place brought up his kid and saying he knew where he was going and all this kind of stuff. Like, he was intimidating Sam to, like, fucking get a reaction. So, like, your kid, if you have kids, is the most important thing in your life apart from your family. So why was he trying to draw shit out of him? He's seen what happened with Corey.
Yeah.
I don't agree with Sam done, right? I definitely don't agree with it. But I can understand why he went along and done it to kind of say, look, fucking lay off and stop now. Kind of give him a bit of a scare, which I don't agree with. But if that's the way he does things, your man knew it from seeing what happened with Corey. So why did he go along and keep it, what's the word, antagonizing?
Yeah. This is what Ben's trying to say, like, you know, he's done it before, he's gone through with his threats. If you really did want to protect your wife and kids, when he told you to stop, you would have stopped.
I'm gonna say this, and I know it's a bit extra, but if anything had happened to any person in that house, I'm telling you, this conversation would be happening. Everyone would say it's wrong.
Yeah,
I'm telling you fact. If anything had happened, if that child had been injured because of that axe that went through a window, no one would be saying this.
Yeah, but Charles, why wasn't it the other way around when DHB gave his address out? What about if Sam's on the way to Boxing would have got injured?
Well, I think what Chelsea's saying is...
You're basically sitting there, Charles, saying, yeah, he can run his mouth, give it all that, and then because there's a child there, he's bang out of order.
But it's people taking the law into their own hands.
Yeah, I don't know where you're from, mate, but listen, if someone's goading you that much, mate, you're going to react. Fucking, I'll take the law. Fuck the police, man. Who phones the fucking police?
Yeah, but Frankie, I agree with you, but I think what Chelsea's actually saying is, if that child was injured, we'd all be saying it were everyone on the Apple Street.
I get that, bro, but your man gave out Sam's son's address.
That's what. Let me just finish. That's what I'm going to say. That's the same way that if anything happened to Sam's son, everyone would be totally against it. So it worked both ways. Exactly. Luckily enough, no one's actually been hurt. But how much further does it have to go before someone? Not even with Sam and Daryl or Sam or anyone. How far does it go with anybody, any two people in this app? How far does it have to go before someone really gets hurt?
And that's my point, Papa Blaze. Look, I'm not saying what DHB is. DHB is wrong also for giving out Sam's the walk for Sam's son, right? But the reality is, it's an axe that's gone through a window. No one knows whether the child is there or not. And if harm had come to that child, this scenario would be completely different.
But
and Papa Blaze is right.
Why did the axe go through the window? Because the dad was running his mouth, telling people to come to the house.
But how far, Frankie? How far has it got to go into
Chelsea, I think...
Hang on a minute. How far does it need to go with the words that you're saying on here that could really, really encourage violence against Sam also? And
I just feel like...
I think he has said... Hang on a minute. I think he has said the absolute worst stuff yesterday, and it's out of my mind. But... he cannot also get away with saying the most horrendous stuff, which will encourage violence against Sam. Because where I'm from, if you're being accused of the things he's accused him of, it's gonna cause massive problems.
But that's the thing. Like, I agree with you, Karis. They're both wrong. Both of them, grown-ass adults. Both of them have put a 10-year-old child at risk. Both.
I just feel like the worlds in which like we're comparing it to are like really different to like our worlds. I'm just like I say, you know, it's not as if I've got some bloody underworld secrets, right? But what I'm saying is I do know enough to know that like when we're talking about asking two men that are strangers to phone each other up, like that's just never ever gonna happen. Like we're asking for the unthinkable. Why would, if I had heard someone, like say if an uncle of mine had heard someone running their mouth up about him saying the worst, my uncle's not going to call him up and say let's have a phone call. He's going to turn up where he works. He's going to turn up on him. Like just expecting people to have civil chats, like that's just not in this. That's just not this world. It's just.
Do you know, but they did speak privately, didn't they? And that could have put it to bed then. It could have been put to bed when
didn't DHB really call this on himself? Like he knew he had a child before he opened his mouth.
100%. I'm on both sides. I think it's not right to do what Sam's done, but Sam's the sort of person that does it. And if you know they're going to do it, like I said before, if you understand and you know people within them for that sort of world, you know how it works. You run your mouth, you feel the wrath. It's simple as that. And unfortunately, people that run their mouth and get no repercussions over a long period of time.
Yeah, I think he's got a full sense of security.
Yeah, they feel invincible. Stanley, get out. Stanley, come on.
Yeah, go on, Jodie.
Well, Danny's just been sat there. She can't get a word in edgewords, bless her. Did you want to say something?
Yeah, before I speak, can I just ask, because I've heard two different stories now, did the axe go through the door or did it go through a window?
Door.
The door?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So, now I'm not...
Actually go through.
I'm not defending anything that Sam has done. I've been off the app for a week, so I've not really seen anything, but I've just been over and watched DHB's videos. Now, obviously, I'm from Liverpool. You can hear that in my voice. I've known Sam for a long, long time, and I mean, since he was a kid. I'm a lot older than Sam. He was brought up, I'm not going to say I know, he was brought up with our old school values. Women and children are off limits, no matter what. Women and children are off limits. You don't go after them. Whatever you're going to do, whatever beef you've got, you sort it, but you don't involve women, children and parents at the end of the day. The Sam that I'm seeing on this app at the minute, I'm really shocked at, because that's not the type of person that grown up Sam would have been. I think this app turns people into something that they're absolutely not. I think this app gives people a false sense of security, and it gives people the thought they've got the right to say and do what they want, because we see so many people on this app do things and there's no repercussions for what they do, ever. So it gives people the thought that they can go around doing what they want to do. And I'm talking about on both sides, DHB's and Sam's. So what I'm saying is, like, the axe going through the door, right, and I'm not condoning it, but that was a warning. Now, that's a warning that people would have got if things like this was going on. It's not targeting actual child and woman. It's targeting saying, this is your warning anymore, and I'm coming after you. So, this is, like, as I say, I'm not condoning it, but if you know that you've got someone like Sam Walker and you know that he probably will fulfill things that he's saying, then you don't fucking poke the bear. Like, why do it? Like, it's just fucking, it's ridiculous. And someone just said Sam's not untouchable. He's not untouchable. No one's untouchable. No one who says that they're like a gangster and things like that, no one's untouchable, because at the end of the day, this day and age, we've got kids now who will run around with a pew-pew and will put it to a top gangster's head and blow the brains out. Do you know what I mean? So people need to realise that these kids on the streets, they will do anything for a bit of money and for a bit of notoriety. So if you're going to start poking the bear and someone says to you, look, I've got a tracker on you, I've got this on you, I've got that on you, that's the time to back away. Like, I'm not being funny, but DHB should have backed away, because if it was me, I'd have backed away. I wouldn't fucking... If someone was saying they had a tracker on my car and someone was watching my house, I'd be like, fuck that shit, I am fucking out, I'm not doing this no more. It's ridiculous. I just don't understand why people on this app seem to think that they've got like this protection where they can do anything that they want to do, and there's absolutely no fucking repercussions against it, because there will be repercussions, either like what's happened or something else. Do you know what I mean? And when does it stop? Like, does it stop when someone actually does lose their life because they've been fucking poking the bear too much? I just don't understand. Like, this app is fucking wild. It really is wild.
I get what you're saying, Danny, but at the same time, like, then it brings on another problem, doesn't it? Okay, so is Sam being on this app and acting the way he's acting, is that encouraging young children to turn to crime? Because that's another problem, isn't it? Because then we're encouraging...
Do you not watch the news? It happens everywhere, mate. It's not just Sam doing this type of shit.
I know that, but we're not talking... Like, I know it happens everywhere, Frankie. Like, listen, I'm not saying that, but we're talking about an individual right now, aren't we?
Yeah, but you said Sam's changing, raising a different type of child. Like, it's... I just don't get it. Like, I understand. Why can't we all just say, listen, your man shouldn't have go to him. He should stop now. Like, your man should have protected his family, simple as. He shouldn't be saying that. He definitely shouldn't have left the house. If he left his missus there, he definitely shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, but they still shouldn't have been people sent to that house, Frankie. There's wrong.
He asked them to. He asked them continuously, come, you ain't going to do fuck all. Come to my house, come to my house. You can't do that. You can't say, come to me hard, you're not going to do nothing. I'm going to put your mum out there, I'm going to put your kid out there. You can't do that and then expect nothing to happen.
I'm sorry, but as soon as I know there's a child there, I'm sorry, that should be, you shouldn't do it.
Yeah, but the thing is, what else was that DH, whatever his name is, going to keep saying? What was the next thing he was going to say to draw him out even more, try to draw him out?
I'm not saying what DHB has done is right. That's what I'm saying to you. But what I'm saying is there's wrong on both sides.
Of course.
I can't see how we can just say that there's wrong on one side. Like, there's wrong on both sides. DHB shouldn't have goaded him into saying things. But the same, for instance, I'm going to say it in a different way. If you goaded someone right, and then a man come to your house and something bad happened and someone had lost their life, what, you're going to condone that because someone's goaded you?
But Chelsea,
no. So there's wrong on DHB side and there's wrong on Sam's side because it's a kid's house.
But Chelsea, DHB also claimed to have a pew-pew in his house. So if we're doing the what-ifs, what if his kid got hold of that? He's doing essentially similar to his kid by protecting
100% Karis.
Do you know what I mean? 100%. So, like, none of it's good. It's all bad. But do you know what I mean? There's stuff that's said on the internet that does impact real life.
100%. And I that's why I say there's bad on both sides.
You've got to remember as well that there's kids out there who literally will do anything for notoriety, whether they're scared of someone or not. Like, if they're getting paid and they think that they're going to get a leg up into, like, that world, they'll literally do anything. So, you know, like, I'm not being funny, but DHB, he's a grown man and he knows that, like, that's the type of life that Sam lived, and I'm saying lived. I mean, so, like, just...
Can we, Peggy, do you want to speak?
Sorry, go on, Dodie.
Yeah, sorry, Top Girl. I just had a random message on Instagram saying that something about me and other people and to come in and explain. So I don't really know what's been said about me or anyone else, but
I don't know who you are and what you've got to do with
Nothing got said about you, Pegs.
oh no, literally, I'll show you. I can show you the message on my watch. Look, hang on a minute.
Oh no, I'm just saying. No one spoke about you.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I believe
like,
you.
Your name hasn't been mentioned, so I've not got
I don't know who you are.
Yeah, I don't know who you are.
It says, Pegs, you should get in Top Girls Live and explain. Hang on a minute. Get in Top Girls Live and explain. DHB's gone for you, Lawrence, Vicky, and Tan, amongst others. So I'm not sure.
Who sent you this message?
Someone on Instagram called Nick. I don't know who she is. I've got an Instagram that's private. And I've got just my own, like a Peggy one that is linked
To be
my
fair,
phone.
Peggy knows a lot about Daryl.
So literally, I just obviously presume when she said that. So I'm not saying that no one's said anything bad about me, and obviously Ben's known me for years. Like, me and Ben go way back. Like, you know, I just literally had a message saying, but I just presumed it was DHB had said something about me today. But he's obviously said a lot about me before, calling me a peddler, saying he was going to go around every Facebook group in my area and say it was a picture of me. Saying,
or maybe somebody was saying, because I said to Ben, Zoe, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm going to drop down, Top Girl. Thanks for letting me come up, alright, mate.
No worries.
Bye, thank you.
Excuse me, Zoe. I've actually said I don't agree with what's happened, so back down, you fucking slut.
Oh, I think what she was trying to say, because I said to Ben, you know, come and tell us what he said, because obviously I thought DHB is a new character, but apparently he's been doing this for years, so maybe they were trying to...
No, I mean, I got Instagram messages on my Instagram saying that you're going to go to every single Facebook group in my area and post that I'm a peddler and I shouldn't be around children, and all sorts of threats he's made to me. And I told him that he didn't intimidate me, he was a man, but no man would ever intimidate me. And yeah, he's gone for me many a times, but I just presumed obviously he must have said something today or been around someone said something. Sorry, obviously I just got that message and I was like, what do you mean? But I think she was saying that he's a very old character who's been on here for about, I don't know, say 4 years, and he's gone for people and whatnot.
Yeah, I think he's goaded a lot of people, and I think this time he's goaded the wrong person. Sorry guys, I need to mute, hold on.
Yeah, I think whoever messaged you, Peggy, was maybe stirring a little bit.
No, I think what they meant was obviously Ben jumped up to explain about DHB, and obviously I've gone way back with the man before, so I think she meant to come in and explain how he's gone for so many people, and obviously he's an old character. He's not new to the app. He's been around a long time. I think.
To be fair, I've actually not said that much. I've said I'm not getting involved. I just said he's been around for a long time. He's upset a lot of people, but no one actually has ever stood up to a point and said, "Well, smash your fucking house up," and gone and done it. I'm not going into what's happened massively because it's all in the past. Me and DHB are like on talking terms, and that's just how it is. But
is he the one who put pictures of Miss Red's Tilly up as well? Because people
I don't know.
Putting it in the comments. Because I know he's done fucking DG's child and talking about his parenting, but then that comes back. But look at your parenting now. You put your daughter in harm's way. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've done this to your child because you goaded and you goaded the wrong person. Yeah, he's fucked.
That's exactly what I was trying to get at, Top Girl. When you go with someone, you poke on the bear like that, you've got to know that someone's going to follow through on what they're saying, especially after he's done it for so long. I don't mind.
The Scottish Johnny that was Scottish Johnny, not DHB.
Just Mandu, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I just want to say, I think people are forgetting that it's a family home, and that the mother and the child will probably be scared now to go in their own home, and I think that is wrong. If they wanted to get at this man himself and they tracked him, why didn't they track him to somewhere where they could sort it out man to man, or whoever Sam's got to do it like man to man? But why target a child's house?
Because this isn't the real world. This isn't the real world that these people are involved in.
Yes, I know, but what I'm saying is it's not fair on the mother and the child.
But there's no fairness in any crime, is there? Crime's never fair to anybody. Everybody's always a victim of crime for a reason. They call it a victim of crime for a reason. It's not how people work. And people can listen. People, and I've said it earlier and I'll say it again, people can say it's the family home, but as a man, you still have a duty to protect your family, and sometimes that just means not talking, just letting it go, just moving away from it. It could have continued to go at the Hardys and probably nothing would have happened, but it went for Sam, the person that's threatened him. So that's where the problem is. It's still not right, but you still got to look at it and say to yourself, you as a man, did you do enough to protect your family after someone threatened you? Yes or no? And if the answer is yes, you did enough and then it happened, then you can say, listen, I shut my mouth and it still happened, so it's even worse. But I didn't. I carried on running my mouth. There's no good or bad in any of this. It's all bad, really.
I totally agree with that. I mean, if I was there, I would kick him out and never have him near my child again, to be honest, because he's caused all this. But what I'm saying is that mother and child now are going to live in fear of their own home. Like, I would definitely kick him out.
Can I just say before I forget? So a few of the girls have just screenshotted the what do you call the cameras, the Ring doorbells, and you know where Sam Walker's saying it's edited, the black box. It's not, because all the girls who have done it, and I've just looked, it looks like a black box, but they all can't have just edited it in a few minutes. You know what I mean?
Ring doorbell you've got, that's why.
Is like they're showing as well that is a watch back. So when your Ring doorbell records, it records with the time and stuff like that. So you will get that black box because it's a recording of what's happened. It's not like watching it in real time. You're watching the recording of it.
Yeah, so it's not edited, guys. So Sam Walker's putting out that narrative saying it's edited. It's not.
I think Angie did last night when she said he could have taken that picture, for example, on Sunday and took a screenshot of it, and obviously Sunday would have been today if he took the picture on Sunday. Do you get what I mean? But I'm jumping because I've got to go to work, but I obviously don't condone what happened to Daryl's house. But I mean, for 4 or 5 years, he's poked so many people. Sometimes something was going to happen. As I said, I don't condone what's happened to his home.
Yeah.
But I think now he needs to realise that he can't go at people and say, you're not going to do this, you're not going to do that, and then they've done it. Do you know what I mean? And what he called Sam I think is probably one of the worst things you could ever call a man. Do you know what I mean? But as I say, I don't condone it, you know, and I do feel bad for him. But at the end of the day, there's only so much someone could take until you know it comes back.
Oh, God beaty. I just feel like people's homes are the safe spaces. Like,
100%.
let's not take our bickering on this app to people's homes. Let's hopefully that if I had a massive problem with somebody on this app, I would try and settle it a different way instead of going to somebody's house. But I cannot talk for maybe, you know, my husband or Mia's dad. They probably would sort it out the way they wanted to because their kids are in this home. But I would try to sort it out a different way. Do you know what I mean? So I can see it from both sides.
I just think let's do better. Let's not say the worst about each other on the app. And
Maya, are you coming to my house? Do you want some of the curry? Because I'm cooking right now.
Who are you talking to?
Someone called Maya. She's right. You lot better not run your mouth because someone comes to your house. You deserve it, right?
Get in.
Stop shouting at me,
Well,
right?
Maya, that's what I was just saying. Let's do better and not say the worst about people on the internet. And then you probably wouldn't find yourself in that position, Maya.
Maya, I'll get the kettle on, babes. Right, guys, I think Miss Red's on. Everyone get out and let's just have the normal people in because we're just talking now. I think we've covered it. We didn't cover what he said yesterday, but I'm too tired for everyone. Get out.
I've got a question though.
Thanks for letting me up.
Thanks for letting me in, tough girl.
No worries, Danny. Go on, Jodie.
No, it don't matter.
Go on.
No, they've gone now.
All right.
You can't get a word in edgeways, can you?
Oh, sorry,
Not
sorry,
you,
Jodie.
you plonk.
Sorry.
I was just gonna ask Mandy what she thought about, you know, obviously wife and kids should be left out of it. Like, does she think the same on TikTok that kids and that should be left out of comments and stuff?
Oh yeah, why has she been talking about kids? I've sent you a message. No worries, my pie.
Hey, Mandy.
Yeah, right. Yes, I totally do, and I did not agree at all with what happened with. Are you talking about Sam?
No, I'm on about if you're in a live and somebody's like slating someone and talking about social services and parenting and kids, do you think that's all right? And would you join in the conversation, or would you actually say no, that's out of order?
I don't think any child be brought into the app. But then again, I don't think arguments. I don't understand why people argue over the app. I think it's pathetic. It's done for drama, and no child should be brought into it.
Right, okay, thank you for that. That's 351 that's heard that. Right, thank you, Mandy.
No bother.
What has she done, Jodie?
Do you have any information to say otherwise, Jodie?
Yeah, Jodie.
Do you have any information to show otherwise?
No, Mandy obviously doesn't go in delusive Angie's and doesn't say anything.
I don't go into delusive Angie's anymore. I've never been in there for a long time because I had a big argument with her, with EQ in there.
Was that before or after Top Girls Kids were slated?
I didn't say anything about Top Girls.
Sorry, I'm here to call Jodie out as a fucking liar because I have seen Mandy in those boxes saying stuff.
What have I said?
Dun, 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 dun,
Mic drop.
dun.
What have I said?
So next time you want to chat on kids' love,
I don't think I
somewhere else.
Chat on
now
a
go
kid
all
like
back up Angie's
love.
backside.
I don't think
and
I would
find
chat
your
on
morals.
I love Jodie.
Idiots talking on kids. She thinks she's clever. You don't realise, Mandy, that everything in Angie's gets fucking screen recorded and screenshotted. Talk on kids and then come up here acting holier than thou. Piss off.
Especially if you spoke on Top Girls Kids and then you've got the audacity to come into Top Girls room.
I know, that's mad.
Stop bullying. Stop bullying kids. How about that, Donna?
Can you big box me?
Oh, here's Miss Baguette.
I'm moving cocoa butter.
Oh, look, there's Mandy.
Hello, beautiful lady. Oh, beautiful. You must be blind as well as dumb.
There's loads, but like I just searched the name in my copious amounts of videos, and I just thought I can just bring up some, like, you know.
Thank you, Baguette,
it's just the
for
first
that.
thing I've seen. So like, come on, you've supported Angie, and Angie literally talked about Top Girl's kids, my kids. Is Michelle still in here? Michelle's kids. Probably all the kids in these boxes. Like, come on.
Obviously, you can't confirm the date because Angie is always in a white t-shirt and
she's a sub as well.
I can't. Don't be a hypocrite. It's that simple, isn't it?
19th of December, she was a sub to Angie, and that's quite an orange sub badge, that, isn't it?
Yeah. Big up Baguette for bringing some receipts so I don't have to look through mine.
Sorry, I've been really quiet because I don't like talking about all this stuff that's being talked about, but then I felt like, I can go and cause a little bit of mayhem here and only talk about Angie.
Mandy, save your breath, pal.
She just showed you proof that it's right there.
I've probably got more. I can go and find more if you want. This was literally just the first image that came up with your name in it.
Mandy, the point is you come up into this room and you spoke about a situation where an innocent child was involved, but you were sat supporting a woman who brings innocent childs into situations. That's the point. That makes you a hypocrite because you supported a woman that spoke about multiple children.
Hang on, so let's just analyse this a sec. So you've got, like, I don't know how many months is that badge? That's at least 2 months. I know that within the past 2 months of December, many kids had been mentioned. So, like, you were subbed to Angie when she was, like, and Torian's just joined the box. Torian's kids have been mentioned many times by Angie. It's a fucking long thing, and she was doing it while you were subbed to her. So
wait, just Mandy, the one that's normally in here?
The one that's in Angie's, or she was until Angie dropped her and then she ran to just Nana.
Someone said she was in there yesterday.
Oh, a gangster granny?
Yeah.
Oh,
she
Mandy.
made a lot of comments in Angie's and Canadian Angie's about kids, TG, social services, blah, blah, blah.
She threatened Michelle with social... Yeah, she did.
Yeah, Angie did. I remember that. And Michelle wasn't even involved.
I don't know why.
I remember Michelle went on live. She was fuming.
Do you remember when she changed her name to Social Services?
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, Michelle was in her car fuming, mate.
No, that's not Mandy Pandy Smile. Be happy.
I have said, Magpie, I can't check it until I come off, but I will check it as soon as I come off of the Magpie. Sorry.
I heard they're having a little mod. She's getting rid of all her mods, apparently. Is that true?
Thank fuck.
Yes, Brian.
I went in and was giving her condolences about her mods.
Beauty said she's got a screenshot of Mandy being in there on the 1st of February.
Oh, has she?
But Mandy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mandy's always in there.
Yeah.
Mandy, you are a liar.
I didn't know she was a subscriber, though, but I know she goes in there.
Just admit it though, Mandy. Like, loads of us have been in Angie's live in the past, but, like, don't deny it. Like,
it was just the hypocrisy of coming up in a box and saying leave children and women out of it while you're sat in a live and joining in, slating someone's parenting, kids. I can't cope with it.
It is, Jodie. If anyone else does it, it's out of order. But if Sam Walker does it, all hell Sam. Literally.
Yeah. It's been like that this morning, but it's been mostly the men.
It's disgusting. Listen.
I just don't agree with innocent children being affected by adult situations. And
Wait, did someone mention kids or something?
No, but obviously that house, DHB's an arsehole and he's brought up kids and stuff and he's a dickhead and like, yeah, okay, he deserves comeuppance. However, the house was targeted where it's a child safe place.
Right.
To be fair though, there has been a lot of women defending it all as well, and that's also realistic because if any woman would hate for that to be their house, you know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, if anyone else does it, we got to apprehend them, we've got to talk about it. But if Sam Walker does it, it's fine. Like, I don't get it.
On your other account, yeah, a backup.
I just don't understand it.
The thing is, I don't think Sam Walker's going to be going for people, they're like me, that go, I don't agree with it. Because I'm not going at him and saying, you're this, you're that, the other. You say, I don't agree with it. No one's going to go at you just for saying, I don't agree with it. They're going at you because you're saying personal stuff, leaking information. And it's just a horrible, horrible situation all around, isn't it?
I think a lot of the time on TikTok as well, I'm going to drop in a sec, I need to eat my eggs. But like, because there's not very many, there's a lot more women than men, isn't there, on TikTok? So a lot of the time, like, women will get those, what's that word now? Parasocial attachments to, like, some of the main creators. And, like, you know, there are some women who get, you know, if someone does do crimes and stuff, that they find it, like, enticing or whatever. So, I don't know.
Sarcastic, do you want to say something?
Yeah, thanks for letting me up. I love you, top girl.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Bitch. I fucking knew it should have been her with the sarcastic twat.
Do you like my picture?
Who did that?
I just rubbed it off Google.
Don't be a waffle, does it say?
What waffle?
Oh, wow. Am I friends with it? Yeah.
Yeah, because I just renamed the old account that I had to use.
Thank you, KP. Thank you, everyone, for the harmonies. She just played a comedy clip saying she loves those two together. But this is what I mean, like, because, yeah, they're fun and stuff, but what he did yesterday, are people not, like, are we going to forget everything he said and just say, oh my God, they're so funny, but, you know, denying a full G side is funny.
Weird behaviour, innit?
Yeah, and this is why I have the energy that I do sometimes, yeah, it's because, like, even when I'm not talking in context of whatever people think I'm talking about, everyone and their mother wants to talk about me and whatever. But when it's Sam or Dave or whatever, it's like everyone just, like, it's normal. And I genuinely do not get that. Like, I don't understand it. And I'll be real, no one should be playing their videos. They're disgusting, narcissistic, racist. Ugh, they just all make me sick. I'll be real with you.
Yeah.
No, I did get that from Torian's side because she gets hammered most over stuff she says, and yet we're still like, whoa.
It's all right. Like I shouldn't have mentioned the whole gas chamber thing. I generally wasn't even thinking about that. But he sat and said the Holocaust didn't happen. He's saying crazy things, and it's just wild. No one's talking about it. Like, he's openly said this bullshit.
I think Tara's confused.
Huh?
I think Tara's confused, bless her.
The things you said.
I think staring at Sam Walker's eyes have, like, muddled up.
He's not even a good-looking man. Like, I can see why some people would see him good-looking, but for me,
he's not my type.
Not my type.
Not my type.
But it's true, if it was Torian or Pearl or anyone like that, they'd be getting dragged for weeks.
Literally.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, Pearl said one comment last week, and people dragged her for days and days and days. Torian said one thing, her own friends fucking dragged her. I'm well more good looking. I just think
and you just got Dave Duran, like a little puppet, yeah, that does the most weirdest things, but then says, "Oh, come on, guys, we can all get along." Shut up! I don't want to hear that coming out your mouth. He's such a beg. Like, you're actually a beg. You're a grown man. You don't work. You don't have nothing going for you apart from sitting on TikTok and manipulating your gifters, telling them you're gonna leave if you don't get a lion.
VH, right, has just said he's being groomed. I think he's a grown-ass man. So, oh my God. So you're saying Dave is being groomed by Sam Walker?
Have a look at Dave's criminal records and then tell me he's being groomed. Because his criminal record is one of the worst I've seen.
Seriously, Carius, I don't even know.
People will excuse fucking Dave's behaviour so much that now he's being groomed.
Red's talking about Sam now. Can we get a cam too?
Will, can you do it? Because I'm going to make the bottle for the baby.
No, I don't have my other phone with me.
Hold on then.
Right, you're sacked, Will.
Chelsea, are you doing it?
Hold on. Sam is using them, Dreamer, I agree.
I can cam too for a little bit until someone else can. Hold on.
And he was showing proof of what he believes DHB has, edited the timestamps on videos and things like that. So we don't know. All right, all DHB has to do is post footage because he's got security cameras out. So post the footage and the proof.
Is she in lingerie?
And if the child, if the child and the mother was there, it's a different situation, isn't it? But he needs to post his proof. But he has sat there and goaded. Do you know what I mean? Knowing that these are the repercussions. And I'm not going to sit here and say I agree with houses being targeted with children because I don't agree with that. But I wouldn't sit here and poke somebody that is capable of doing that. That's my opinion on it, guys. Do you know what I mean? And I've got to be honest, DBH shouldn't have sat there and said all that because there's nothing worse, I believe, than being called a pedo. It's the worst thing in the world that you can be.
People have been called peddlers on this app all over. Do we like? Oh, I like Miss Red, but I don't think she's right in saying this.
Son's location and Sam's mother's whereabouts and things like that. There's family there too. Do you know what I mean? Personally, myself, I think they both should have just met up. DHB should have gone on a plan to have it one-on-one. Do you get what I'm saying? Ash it out like men. But, in the real world, especially, when you're from the streets and things like that and, you're involved in all that, it doesn't play out that way.
Addresses is not okay. The same as she has a grandchild there.
Okay.
I'm just going to mute because I'm washing up.
And I'm not scared of Sam, by the way. Okay? So I'm just going to say that because, we're going to get you in the boxes and you can talk about and have your opinions on.
That's what I'm saying. It's selective. That's what I mean.
So I do hope that the little girl and the woman, the mum wasn't there. But DHB...
Wait, did he do something to the house already?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
No, an axe went through the door and everything too.
An axe?
And car got smashed up.
Wait.
And DHB is claiming that the woman and the child was there. He showed screenshots of the camera that would suggest that's the case. However, he's not showed video footage if that was the case. And if that child was there, well, it's bad enough that that's that child's safe place, right? Like, you shouldn't be attacking a child's home. But if that child was there...
Come on, Sam, you put people, go and do his addressing. Where my child is. Come on. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Miss Baguette. It has to be.
Where does your son?
Facts, Chippy. And even if the child wasn't there, it's the child's home.
Sam, get in. Never gave any addresses. I won't give any addresses out. But his son cycles to a boxing club. His mum lives in Garston. Come on, Sam. Big man, Sam. Look at this. You're playing the very again. Oh my god, you're putting your knife on thing. Well, because he tells you that he's this big ad man. He's he can't go back to his own address. He can't go back to his own where he was brought up.
How is he able to do that? I don't get this.
Sam DeGrasse.
Honestly, Wolf. Oh my god, Wolf. Thank you. Thank you. Please, can we pin Wolf's comment, please?
Oh, I agree.
And it's not even Wolf. It wasn't even that. It was an axe. An axe.
And a child could have been there.
Like, it's just crazy, man.
You can do it. Get some courage.
And this is what I'm saying.
Can I just say something? Oh, I can't even pause her. It's live.
Do your dirty work for you.
It's not as if Sam's innocent. This guy's innocent in all of this. He's sat there and he's goaded and he's goaded. Do you know what I mean? So
wait, hold on. Can I just say something? I'm sorry, I'm muting her for a sec, yeah? Have we not all sat on here? Maybe not all. Or actually all. Have we not all witnessed, yeah? People on this app go back and forth. And I'm talking about Miss Red, Angie's, the Lukes, all of us. Me, like Top Girl, we've all gone back and forth with each other. We've all said certain things, whatever. Does that fucking amount you lot to come and put an axe through my door or an axe through... I don't care what was said. If a child is there, I don't understand. People want to protect children, but at the same time, they're basically saying that it's okay for Sam to do that because DHB was antagonizing him. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Seriously. Because if we are going to take it there, yes, when Evil Queen said what she was saying about Miss Red and about me and whatever, no one was excusing what she was saying. Everyone wanted to go for her as they fucking should. But now because it's Sam, it's okay. Get the fuck. And this is why this app is fucking fake as fuck. And I'll always be real to myself. And I will never give a fuck what anybody says, bro. Because nobody stands on business.
Exactly.
Sorry. I just had to say that. Because I don't understand that, man.
Horrible man. So I just want to see you listen to this. Sam Walker is an absolute coward. He can't do nothing.
This was an ego thing.
Facts. What a dickhead, man.
He's just about to smash the card as well. And that's the thing, that's where karma comes back to you when you start chatting shit online. I'm going to go back and forth to him in lives and start arguing with him, no. I'll let the actions speak for themselves.
Exactly, Sal. He's not doing his dirty work. He's getting little kids to do it. Tramp. Not little kids, but, you know.
People online, they make threats and they don't carry it out. That's not me. If I tell you that something's going to happen, then it's going to happen. And it just happened. That's the whole karma. You're the main troll for the Hardys. Leave them alone, right? Leave all these little kids alone on TikTok where you screaming, calling.
And why is he using the Hardys name? Like, don't do that. Don't do that.
Lucky enough, DHB's kid or his wife was not in the house. They don't live there. They were not in the house. Make sure that he said he didn't have a tracker on his car. The reason what he's done is
DHB said if anything happens, he's going for the Hardys. Why is he going for the Hardys?
That's what I mean. They're all wrong. It's ego. It's two men's ego.
But the Hardys put out a statement saying that they don't agree with what Sam said about kids, so he needs to leave them the fuck alone.
He's DHB. Pink, 1 minute. Pink Lemon, what are you doing in here when you had the most to say about me? Get out of my live right now.
Well, Pink Lemon. Listen, DHB has been going for the Hardys for ages, trying to out them and whatnot. And he said if anything happens to him, he's going for the Hardys. And I think DHB is a dickhead. I can't stand him.
Who is he, Alicia? Have I met? I don't know.
He's just some geezer. He chats shit about people all the time. He thinks he's bad. Obviously, he's gone on live and he said, "Oh, Sam, your mum's here and your kid's here."
Right.
We know there's going to be repercussions from that. However, Sam doing that to his home, whether the wife and kid were there or not, DHB is saying they were. Sam saying they're not. Whatever. That's a child's home. That's a woman's home. And these people are not going to feel safe in their house now for what? Chatting shit and fucking egos.
Someone said the Hardys was the ones that gave out the address.
No, didn't DHB give his address on live twice?
Apparently, that's why he said he's coming for the Hardys, because the Hardys gave the address.
No, DHB gave his own address out.
DHB said it online.
To my house.
I don't know. I don't know this DHB, guys. I'm surprised I don't know him.
I just think this is like, it's giving second-hand embarrassment. It's like a big foot. I don't know how old Sam.
Oh, wait, Alicia. Someone said Sam said it on live. It was the Hardys. He gave it himself. He is vile. I don't know who this DHB is, guys. Generally, I don't know who he is.
Sam got involved because of the Hardys.
He isn't a nice man, Torian. However, it goes without saying.
Yeah, he sounds like a dick, because what he was saying about Sam, his mum, like...
What has a 10-year-old child done?
Yeah, facts.
And I know people kept saying, you know, if you were from my area, this is how it's dealt with, this, that, and the other. I don't care. It's still a child that's affected. It's still a child that...
Okay, I don't give a fuck about the facts and whatnot. I don't care who's doxed who, who's done what. I think it's absolutely ridiculous that people are going to houses where there's women and children and putting axes through doors and acting like big men on the internet. It's fucking ridiculous. And all these desperate, lonely housewives are like, oh my God, Sam, you're amazing. Would it be amazing if a fucking axe was coming through your front door? This is ridiculous. It's like the fucking Sopranos.
Can I just say, Magpie, if it's important, can you please just message Stacey or Caris and they'll message me if it's important. I can't check it until I come on.
Someone just said as well, apparently DHB's child is also a 10-year-old disabled child.
I will say, I'll stand on what I said. I don't agree with Sam whatsoever. I think he's fucked in the head and his morals.
Jenny G. Ben, can I just drop you because you're on mute for a minute?
One second, I was going to say, it's not a mobility car at all. She's not disabled, she's got diabetes, but it still doesn't make it right or wrong, does it?
No.
Just not right. But yeah, drop me down.
I just want to jump in quickly. Has anybody seen the article that's been mentioned?
Jen?
So if you search Darren on the Bolton News,
It's not him. It's not him. I looked at it yesterday. It's not him. It's a complete
you
different
see
user.
the first picture, I don't think it is, but if you go to the third picture, you see his teeth in the picture.
Darren Bold. Who's Darren now?
We're not going to push this narrative that DHB is a nonce. Like, it's not him.
I agree. And I was just saying, you know, that's been brought out.
Yeah, that was put out there yesterday, and I don't know if Sam corrected it, but it definitely wasn't him. I got Hayley to have a look, and she sent me all pictures and that of the article. It's definitely not him.
This literally is what I was just about to say. Like, you're calling people worse.
Yeah, if you go to if you click on those pictures and then go to the third picture, so go across and again, that picture. If you look at his teeth, now if you go look at a video of him.
No, hang on, this isn't fair, right? Hang on a minute. I've been saying this wrong, what he said about Sam, saying that he's attached to that poor child and whatnot, who's also been accused of many other things. Until you know that is him, don't start saying that on social media. That's wrong.
That guy's called Darren, and DHB's name is Daryl.
Yeah, I don't think this is him, people are saying.
It's not on spreadsheet, so I just didn't know if it'd be.
But if you don't know for certain, don't say it, because that's the worst thing you can call a man.
But it wasn't me that said it last night. It's been put out there.
But you've just come in the box and spread it even further, haven't you, love? Fuck me.
Anyway, back to the topic. It's not right that a kid's involved in this, and it's that simple.
I just sat here eating my rice and curry, yeah, guys.
Sorry, guys, can I just quickly say something, then I'm going to drop. So that woman's just come up and said that about DHB, yeah? So everyone on this platform right now, go and Google James Walker. That is Sam's brother. Okay?
No, one minute.
I've had enough of it.
Let me talk. Hold on.
I'll drop then.
If that's his brother, we cannot say Sam's the same thing. I'm sorry, life. You can't fucking do that. That's his brother. He's not fucking involved. He doesn't run his brother's life. If his brother's done something, go fucking reprimand his brother, not fucking Sam Walker.
Who's his brother? I'm so confused.
He was got done for someone in high, and people are upset and people are angry and whatever. But we can't be going at people for what their family members have done. That's you know.
That's mad for you to. I'm sorry, you can do that on your platform if you want to. Why should we look into his brothers? We're talking about Sam Walker.
Yeah, I'm not here about to look into what his brother's done.
I don't care about his brother.
No.
You can't fucking paint his brother with the same brush as Sam Walker. You mad?
I'm not interested about the. I just want to know. I'd just like to know if that child's okay. To be honest with you,
DHB is saying that his wife and kid were in the house, and Sam's saying they're not. But regardless, and I think DHB drives a Rangy, and his missus drives that white car that Sam was showing, and I think it's the white car that was attacked.
Stacey, are you here? Send it to Stacey or Caris or Jodie.
So wait, if the white car was attacked, that means the woman was in the house. If that's her car, then no.
Well, there's screenshots of the Ring doorbell that shows the white.
You know what it is? I'll be real, yeah. I think it's whether they were in the house or not is fucking pointless. They live there. Oh, it's not their house.
Yeah, it's still their home. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's still their
sorry.
home.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's still their home. It's still their safe space. It's still where they have to go to bed. Like whatever it is, it's still wrong. Whether they were there, whether they're. Oh my God, can you mute? Whether they're there or not, like it's pointless. I'll be real.
Saying that's his car, that's her car. In a two-car family, you both normally insure on each. It doesn't prove anything. The easiest way to prove it, if someone wants to prove it properly, is just put you've got Ring doorbell footage, put it up of who was in the house, who was out the house. It's not difficult, is it? But again, it doesn't matter.
That's what I was going to say, Ben. I don't think it matters because they live there regardless. So they're going to be in the house now, terrified.